Today I'm going to show you the Mr. Heater portable heater. So, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show you a item that I consider kind of important for preparations. Even for me out here in the Nevada desert, we still go down pretty cold at night in the winter, and we occasionally get snow, and we also tend to lose power during those times. And our house here is an all-electric house, so when the power goes out, we lose our heat, we lose our air conditioning, we pretty much lose everything. So that's why this is yet another backup system that I have working. Now, we do have a wood fireplace, and we use that often. It has been a lifesaver for us during power outages. I think the biggest power outage we had here was a 2-day one that lasted in 2007. And it was quite inconvenient, but with our our fireplace, a wood-burning fireplace, and with this, we were fine, And I already have propane stoves, propane ovens, all that stuff set aside for emergencies. So that's all ready to go. Anyway, this is the only heater that I've seen so far, as far as a portable little heater, that's designed for indoor use with propane. It has a low oxygen shutoff system, and it's also got a accidental tip-over safety system. And it does shut off when you tip it over. We have cats, so as you can imagine, it's been knocked over a few times. I always put it on a piece of plywood, something heavy, if I'm using it on the floor. If I'm using it on a countertop, I'll try to wedge it somewhere so where it can't be moved. But it has fallen over a few times, and it does shut off immediately. It's very lightweight, easy to carry. I'd guess maybe 4 or 5 pounds. It'll heat up to 200 square feet. It connects to a 20-pound cylinder. I have the hose for it over on the other side of the workshop here. Or it uses the little 1-pound cylinders that you see here, these little green guys. It'll run about 3 to 6 hours on the 1-pound cylinder. I'm going to guess 3 hours on low, 6 hours on low, 3 hours on high. On a 20-pound cylinder, I've yet to run one out. The official statistics are 48 to 110 hours. We got 3 positions on it. It's got the pilot light, it's got low, and it's got high over here. Basically, to turn these on, you'll screw in your propane tank. You'll turn it to, let me show you the positions there. Get in there. That's the pilot. You'll turn it to the pilot, you'll push down, and you'll hit this button back here. Now, I have to replace the battery in this. It hasn't worked for ages. So what I do, as you can see, it actually lit. Wow, maybe it's still working. There's a little tiny flame burning there. You move it to low, and there it goes. Now, with the light on in here, you probably can't see the low flame. You kill a light and see if you can see it. You really can't see it, but it's burning. It's on low. I let it run on low for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then if I need to, I'll turn it up to high. And what will happen eventually is you'll see this ceramic kind of insert here gets bright red. For us, I bought this in 2001 or 2000. I bought it in Costco, essentially for the same price it is today. I believe they're around $70, $80, depending on where you buy them. It was a great deal for me. Back then, to have the ability to have portable heat, and we lived in an apartment at the time, as you can see, it's starting to get a little red in here. For us, it was awesome because we had, again, electrical, and we had, it's not like you have a fireplace in a 900 square foot apartment. In our house, believe it or not, if you shut off rooms, this will heat up a whole bedroom. It's heated our work area, our office, our home office. Works great. I've used it sometimes when I just don't feel like turning on the heat. So I've been pretty pleased with it. There is a little modification I've done to it, and I actually found this a while back while searching some ice fishing forums. You can make a stove out of it. Excuse me. I'll reach over here and show you. What you do, and I saved this for this video. Get yourself one of these. It's a bucket grid for painting, for you to run your roller down. Stick it in a bucket with paint. You bend it and stick it on here. And let me tell you something, up here, gets hot. It's actually too hot to touch right now, so let me pull that off. It's a pretty simple, you know, you can just kind of, I just eyeballed it. And I put a little downward bend here and here so it sticks into the grate. It'll hold pretty much anything, you know. It's not going anywhere. Again, I'm going to pull that off because it's very, very hot. But it makes for an awesome cooking surface for warming of meals. I didn't even think to use this thing for a stove because, of course, you wouldn't tip it on its back because it would shut off. But to use something like this comes in handy in a real emergency situation. If you're camping inside your tent, whatever, you got a way to cook. All with a propane stove. And this does get, I mean, believe me, I put that there for, I don't know, a couple of seconds. And already that grid is almost too warm to touch. So that's about it for the little Mr. Heater. I believe they're Buddy Mr. Portable Heaters or whatever, Mr. Heater. You can find these pretty much anywhere. I know Walmart sells them. They come in different colors. Sometimes they're red. Sometimes they have the handle that collapses up and down. For my use here, this has been fine. I will use it in my garage workshop here when it's really cold out. If you live in a really cold climate, you might want to invest in 2 of them. Even with a wood-burning fireplace, this adds a little bit of heat to a room that may not be getting as much of that heat from the fireplace. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.